Well, shit, man.
Let me get comfortable here.
Yeah, let's start this.
Let me spread out here.
First guest, episode 4, Red Room Live. Mara Williams in the house. How you doing?
Pretty good. 4 is my lucky number.
Oh, is it? Me too, man.
My birthday's 4/4.
Ooh.
It's 4th episode. Let's get it.
444, Jay-Z.
They were, yeah. Jay-Z and Beyonce were married on 4/4.
I was number 4 at Speak It High.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's
funny.
Let's
go.
All right.
So how the fuck you doing, man?
Pretty good. I'm glad we could do this. Like making a few things happen when I'm in town.
Yep. What brings you back to Topeka?
Oh, just saying hi to the family, my loved ones. I got the little baby niece now, so you got to check in because they grow really fast. So if you go longer than a few months, it's like they're a different person.
Hell yeah. Definitely a different person. She's so cute, man.
She's so cute, and she's only a month older than my dog, but my
really?
dog is so much bigger.
Hell yeah. Yeah, they grow stupid fast, man. It makes me sad. Honestly.
The dog or the baby?
The dogs. Just like looking at them every day, like knowing that it's gonna end soon. But that's some morbid shit.
It does. I don't know, man. When he was really small, I couldn't wait for it to end. But it makes me wonder about people that get like a tiger or a lion as a pet. Yeah. They must grow so fast.
Fuck. I wonder how old they even get.
They can't get older than like 3 months at most, dude.
What do you mean, puppies or little cubs? The cubs?
A cub before they're like, I gotta get this the fuck out of here. This has ruined my house.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what sucks too, because you can't have them inside. They're probably just locked up in the back on some Tiger King shit.
Fucking bitey bastards. Doesn't Tiger King feel like so long ago?
I know, right?
Holy fuck.
Shit, it kind of has been, man. It's been like, what, 6 months? 7 months since...
5 months.
Since like the quarantine?
Yeah.
Damn, man.
And then we found out Tiger King was like on some racist shit. Although he didn't like Trump, but then he was like saying all sorts of wild shit.
Fucking drug-induced homosexuality.
Oh, man.
Well, shit.
That was a wild ride.
Let's get into it. What is your exact occupation?
My exact occupation?
Yeah, what do you do now?
I pretty much work at like a... To be straightforward, it's like a glorified call center. It's for a large global fast fashion retailer. We won't say, but I work for online. So like I'll talk to escalated customers sometimes, or like deal with technical issues on our website, or we've got like a team of, I believe, like 350 like first line people that answer the phones and chats and social medias. And if they have a question or something, they will call my team. So.
Hell yeah.
And then we got to do like all the other like technical stuff with getting the website to run, returns, missing packages, all that kind of stuff.
So when you went to school, like what was your exact vision of what you wanted to do?
I wish I would have thought about that then, because I did not. I was just like, people are supposed to go to college after high school, so I got to figure something out. So at first I went for just like real general. I was like thinking business school one day, but like I'm terrible at math, so that was never gonna work out.
Copy.
Shout out to public school.
Yeah.
No, that's my fault. That's not their fault. But yeah, I didn't really think about it, or like I guess I thought it would be cool to be a buyer. Like you pick out what clothes go into the stores, but it's like those jobs don't make very much.
Yeah. I have no idea like about any of this, so it's kind of why I brought you on too.
Okay.
And like I wanted to throw him a curveball. Probably didn't expect you as my first guest.
I could appreciate you having a female guest, especially as your first one, so much, because I feel like I see so many males that I respect have podcasts or shows or any of these like startup things, and then they never have women, and I think that's whack as fuck.
Yeah.
So thank you for having me.
Yeah, for sure, man. And it was cool because we got in that argument about Virgil and shit, so I was like, yeah, I need to have you on. Just because, like, I don't know too much about that shit, and it's like, it's starting to cross over in skateboarding a lot. So.
Well, because they just signed that guy, yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So that is so crazy that happened that way.
We'll probably get in that later, but so what school did you go to in Chicago exactly?
I went to the Illinois Institute of Art, Chicago, but I also did 2 years at Johnson County Community
nice.
College.
Yeah, shout out.
Yes, I got my associates in fashion merchandising there. So
Damn, hell yeah. I didn't even know they had those there. Those
yeah,
classes.
Johnson County's a nice school.
Yeah.
I liked it there.
No dorms. You had to get a. Did they have dorms there?
I have no idea.
You had to get your own apartment, or you were.
No,
you
I don't
lived
think
here?
so. But the school is humongous. The campus is beautiful. The instructors are all really kind. And the classes are affordable.
Was Chicago affordable?
Fuck no. No. Really, for anybody that would ever think about studying fashion, unless you're a very talented designer that needs technical knowledge, because I don't think you have to get a degree in fashion design if you're going, if you're a designer, but I wouldn't suggest that anyone goes into like fashion marketing and management, which is what I did. I would say just go to school for like business, dude. It's like so much more broad, and that can translate into so many other things that will land you a lot more job opportunities.
Definitely, yeah. That's what I was kind of thinking too. Like when I went to college, I had no idea what I was doing, but like a lot of people were saying just business because it is so broad and you can apply it to most things in life, especially with social media and like just marketing and all that shit. Like,
but if you're not good at math, like it sounds like us, that wasn't gonna happen for me, dude.
Yeah, you just got to get a bookkeeper, man.
I guess so.
Hell yeah, man. I got to get to my my questions for you. So I said, what was it like attending fashion school, and what did you notice? When did you notice that your taste was different?
Different
like even
than what?
even before you went, like growing up, middle school, high school, like were you just like shining on these hoes or what?
I think I had like occasional shine, but definitely someone who also like craved acceptance as a youngster, as they do, you know. But I think back to like second grade, like the first time I really remember being interested in fashion is like I found this jacket, and it was this light blue tiger fur like blazer style, like a little bit longer, and I remember wearing that to school. Honestly, no, I got it at Deb in the mall.
Oh, I used to work there. I went to Garden City.
Fuck out.
Yeah,
you worked at a Deb, like where they sell like prom dresses and shit.
Yep, I was the only dude, and that's how I knew, cause I went to Garden City Community College, and I needed a job, and like there was only like a few jobs on the strip. And there was like Foot Locker, and everybody was applying to them, and like they didn't have any dudes at Deb, so I was like,
you
shit.
You applied to Deb, and
got
you
it fast.
the job.
Fast.
Wow, I'd love to hear about that experience.
All the chicks asked me if I was gay. I was like, nope, just.
But you're like hanging up like.
Yeah, I was helping. Chicks would even ask me for like advice and shit, like, what do you think would go good for this, or like.
Did you enjoy it at all?
Yeah, I did actually. It was cool. Like I like matching shit. Kind of got OCD, so it kind of helps like fill it. I don't know. Yeah, it was weird though, man. I was just mostly cashier and then hanging shit up.
Were they very busy?
We got busy. It was yeah. I worked a lot, honestly. Like I was trying to do school and football and shit, and like I wasn't making any money other than that. So, but
shout out to Deb.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had that crazy tiger jacket, and I wore it to school, and someone was like, hey, the 1980s called.
See, they're hating, man.
But it was like, it was funny, but I just thought I felt so unique in that jacket.
Yep.
And sometimes like I see some tiger print like getting trickling into mainstream fashion right now, and it's just kind of like it just immediately takes me back to then, so I have a hard time taking it seriously. But at the same time, I'm like do I need like a lime green turtleneck with tiger print? Possibly.
I mean, that's probably why they were making fun of you though, just because like everybody else was following trends, and you just probably authentically was like, damn, this shit's dope. Like I'd wear this shit. Like I never had that confidence really. Like, cause I got some pretty cool shit that I just never wear. Like I have these flower pants I want to rock out sometimes, but
I feel like like a strong piece like that, or even something simple, but if it's like, if that's the piece you love, like you'll put that on and you'll feel like the shit. Like you'll feel confident as fuck, you know? That's why I really like a nice jacket will do that for me, or like a cool pair of shoes. Like I'll just feel like really awesome, and it Makes my day a little bit better.
Yeah, that's why I fuck with the fall. I know everybody says that, but you just got so many more layers just to rock your shit.
This is true.
Yeah.
I
can't wear
like
shit in the summer. I fucking sweat out all my stuff.
I think
I'm a sweaty thick boy.
I think going into my 30s, I feel like a lot less insecure about my body. That I'm just like, I'm going to wear whatever I want this summer.
Hell
and
yeah.
I'm going to feel like the bad bitch that I am. Or even maybe if not, like it doesn't really... anyone else's opinion about it doesn't affect me, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like... So I feel like I've had a lot more options this summer, but like in the winter in Chicago, fashion, it goes out the door. You can't.
Yeah, especially in Chicago, man.
Get like a nice cool pair of boots and a cool parka, and like that's like your fit for
expensive
5.5 months.
Just gotta flex the coat.
But you know, some people were getting robbed for their Canada Goose out there.
Fuck. Damn, just like stripped down shit.
Yes.
Like what we were talking about earlier. I won't say no names, but. Damn, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Shit. So when did you first know you wanted to get into fashion? And like, was it like a movie, like music, magazines?
Oh, okay. So I was talking about getting that job at PacSun, just taking a job. But yeah, and then I started seeing like all sorts of. I mean, not all sorts of. I mean, it's PacSun, so there was like a lot of t-shirts and skinny jeans, but we'd get like the acid wash neon skinny jeans and just like some things that you weren't seeing in Topeka at that time. I heard you talking about skate style in one of your earlier ones too, and I would love to see a photo of you in pink skinny pants.
Oh yeah, I got them.
But so I just got really interested with the logistics of like, well, more actually out of frustration, being like, you know, they gave us this picture and told us they want the store to look like this, but then they didn't send us this stuff. Then more like moving into like, well, if I had that job, I would make sure they have the right stuff.
Hell yeah.
And so that's kind of what it just snowballed from. And then I was working at Gap, and someone had told me about the program at Johnson County, and I was like, well, that's what I should do. Like, I don't know why I'm trying to make a business degree work when like this is what I want to do. So it definitely was from a place of like, this is what I'm actually interested in. And I remember like crying, telling my mom, being like, I don't want to go to KU and study business. Like, that's not gonna work for me. This is what I want to do.
Was she like, I'm sure she was accepting of that, wasn't she?
She was so supportive.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why I was so upset to tell her. I just thought she would be really disappointed.
That's what sucks, man. And it's weird being from Topeka too. Like, it is just what the common thing to do is just like go to a 4-year and like try to get your degree and then probably not even get a job using it. Like,
I mean, I think that that's probably a lot of American culture, not just exclusive to Topeka or Kansas. And a lot of people think that way. I try explaining this to people all the time. Like, at 18 years old, like, you're not... Why would you know what you want to do for your whole life, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't think it should be the norm that people be pushed into that.
Yeah, getting pushed into it, man. Like,
it's, like, not responsible. Honestly, we'd have a
really
more
not.
Productive society if we, like, waited till people were ready and, like, do their own thing.
or they push trade schools or something in high school and instead of college, like, take these tests. You know, like, we need mechanics, we need all that, like, HVAC. They don't ever tell anybody to try to do that.
I don't even remember thinking about college very much in high school.
Never. I just thought about football. I knew I was going to go play somewhere, and it didn't really happen. So
I know, because I feel like sports, music, and fashion can be pretty similar in that, like, you can be really talented and try really hard and have an amazing work ethic, but like unless you hit that sweet spot somewhere with someone, it might not happen for you.
Yep. So it's a good segue. How many more opportunities have you seen in Chicago than Topeka, and not just fashion?
Chicago is very, very limitless. I think there's tons of opportunity, and like the I say my group of peers, but that's because the age group that I'm around, but the people that live there that are young adults like us, they're so talented and they're go-getters and they're passionate and they've possibly seen some real shit. And Chicago's a city that's been pushing for revolutionary change for a very long time. So it's really inspiring, and
Hell yeah.
just tons and tons of talented people that are really, starting businesses, like making great strides with their art, and there's just a lot of
It
cool
is super
people there.
artistic.
Very, very.
Do you see a lot of people come from other places to Chicago, or like the majority of the people, like the people that are running Chicago right now, are they usually from Chicago or other places?
I think Chicago really likes to see their own people shine, which I think
Yeah.
is a great quality. Like, Chicago people love Chicago, so there's a lot of really talented people there that the city's embracing. But that being said, I think if the talent and the right person is there, I think they definitely get love as well. But I think right
Yeah.
now it's like, if you're from here, like, let's put you on.
I feel like a lot of people want to go to LA because they want the big dream.
Yeah,
I feel like Chicago's a good place to start.
Chicago.
Like if you really
yeah.
appreciate that, like what you have in your heart for your art, it's a good place to be, Chicago. Because I feel like LA might be a little faker. You gotta really
Yeah.
be with the, with their culture.
Yeah, I've never been. I feel like I might like it. California looks beautiful, but
Yeah.
I just remember when I moved to Chicago, and granted, I was going to a very expensive art school and working at a luxury retailer. So, like, all of the people I was around had a lot of money. And so it felt a little more, not stuck up, but elitist
Yeah.
or like exclusive than the type of thing I was used to.
Yeah, exclusive. That's a good word.
And that made me think, if I think that about Chicago, like, I probably would hate LA.
Yeah. I think that's good, like exclusivity. That's like a lot of people, like people make a lot of money off their mystique. Like some people don't really have to do that much, and you feel like you're a part of something. That's what I like about art, like, and it is weird, and that's like I could segue into the Virgil shit and like the Off-Whites. Like you feel like you're a part of that, even though it's like not too much different than the original shit. But
Yeah. When you talk about like anonymity, or I never get that word right, but I just immediately thought of like Kanye West. Like, he was better when he was like an enigma,
Yeah.
and now he is just way too much out here. But
yeah,
during his mysterious times, he was a part of something much cooler than he is now.
yeah. So it's fucked up to see him like he is now, man. Because definitely seeing him, like, he was a huge influence in music, man. Like, and then he got a fashion after music, because he was always been like making beats and shit. Like he makes a lot of beats for people, like they don't even really know that he produced them.
Yeah, well, he's got some pretty early references to fashion in his earlier works, or like he's always dabbled in it in some capacity, but then he didn't really like start putting out the Yeezy brand and partnering with Adidas until he was like very established as a rapper and producer.
Yeah, because he had the Nike shoe first, right?
He did.
I like that
yeah.
one a lot.
Man.
That one's super expensive now too. I was looking.
Yeah.
Just some hype beast shit, but not even that one really. But yeah,
I don't
know.
even, now when I see people in Yeezys, I'm just like, you're whack.
I don't like the tall ones. I like the
Like sneaker.
yeah, like the lower sock one, because they just look super comfy, and they're not like extremely expensive.
But they're like, I feel like for what they are, they're $210. I feel like for what they are, he's just not innovating. He's just putting out different colorways of the same shoe and he's not using premium materials, but he's charging premium prices. I'm just like, dude,
those ripped shirts and shit.
Those were crazy expensive and like would just go heavy on sale.
So what do you think that is? Just like, is that him? Just like, it's him, so it's gonna sell.
Yeah, I think that's certainly not a situation that's exclusive to Kanye West, but like that's what designers do. They make it more appealing that way to make it feel like it's more exclusive. But interesting to me, one of the things that Kanye talked about in partnering with Adidas, partnering with Gap is like making sure that anybody who could want those items could get them. And then he's like still putting out really expensive stuff. And not specifically his shoes, 210, that's not crazy, no. But like for the type of shoe it is, like that should be like $95.
I know, right? Yeah, just
and that's even with a markup.
Regular Adidas shoe. Yeah, man, that shit. I never really understood that. I mean, I guess I do, just because it's like you're paying for the name, but that's just rich people shit, really. Like, it sucks that people that don't really, they should be paying their bills, but they're buying their fucking Yeezys and, you know, getting that Gucci belt.
Sometimes that's another thing about the place I was working at, is that people, when I moved to Chicago, people were like opening credit cards so they could buy a pair of like Saint Laurent boots. And I'm like, you are insane. Those just are like tight. $4,000 or like extremely expensive. And I'm like, that is really crazy, because you're making like $12 an hour right now. So it's just like, whew, like I've never seen anyone from Topeka do something like that. Or maybe if they have, they just haven't been as
Are they just selling drugs? A lot of people just sell drugs and get a lot of rich shit, which is cool. Like,
is that what they do here?
It's a little easier. I'm sure some people do. I know a lot of, like, even all like, just like the gangster rappers and shit, they came up rich even before they even were rapping. Like, you know, you ever heard of Griselda? All them, Benny and Conway, yeah. They were always like selling crack and coke and heroin, and like they're rapping about it and shit. And then now they're just fully like, they're backed by Jay-Z, backed by Eminem, like. And they sell their own merch. It all goes to them.
That's what's up. So
yeah, like, and they're all into fashion and shit too. So, and Westside Gunn, he's the biggest one into fashion, and like they were all on parole and shit. So and then he finally got off, and he went to Paris and like kicked it with Virgil.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, didn't he do the album artwork?
Yeah, he said, "Tell Virgil, write brick on my brick," and it was just like a lyric in a song. And yeah, they're all plugged in with him and shit, but
nice.
Yeah, man. So Lucien Clark on Louis Vuitton. I like the shoe. Have you seen the shoe?
I looked at the shoes today.
It's pretty tight.
How much are they charging for them?
I didn't look. Should look, huh?
Ooh, let's guess first.
Oh man, I'd say if they're more than 200, skaters are gonna be pissed.
Oh, they're definitely more than 200. They're I would guess probably right around 1,000.
So like retail, or
for what they're selling for? Yes.
Resell.
Retail.
What do you think people could resell them for?
Oh, I have no
idea.
idea.
That sucks, man.
I don't know what they're.
I understand it though. Like, it's fucking dope that he's doing that, and he's a good ass skater too. So, like, just for people to be able to mingle in different things. Let's see here. I don't even know if it has a. It reminds me of a DC shoe that I skate.
Did you get the New Balances?
No, I really want to though. Those are $100. New Balance is killing it right now. The Tiagos. Is
that their first skate shoe?
No, they've been in it for a while. They kind of took over, like, kind of when Nike, because Nike and Adidas, they kind of started really being the major people. Maybe like 8-10 years ago. I don't, because like people skated DCs, Americas, like, because skaters are kind of like, I don't know, highfalutin about being like a skater. You know what I mean? So they kind of real quote unquote skaters diss Nike and Adidas and all that shit, but I don't give a fuck about that. If you make a good shoe, I'm gonna wear it. You know.
What is an Adidas skate shoe like? I remember like
they're dope.
Jankowskis.
They're dope as fuck.
The Nike ones.
The Nike Janowskis. Yeah, Adidas, man, they got really, really good shit. Because they got all their technology and they do it all with the skate shoe. And same with New Balance. So like those New Balances Tiagos that you commented on, he was with DC, and he just, because I don't know, because like a lot of people were kind of bugging because he went to New Balance, for the check mostly because they pay way fucking more. New Balance has New Balance America, Brazil, Australia, all that shit. And then I don't know, that's just like kind of the skater way of thinking about it. Like,
that's whack to get mad at someone for
I know,
getting their
right?
money.
At first I
happy
thought
for
about
them.
it because I skated DCs and he kind of made me skate those because he skates more bulkier shoes, like the 90s looking shit. And it's just like a dope look, and like, you know, you look up to him because of it. But then like I was like, damn, if he's going to New Balance, just think about the fucking shoes he's gonna make there. And then it's probably doper than all the DC shoes.
Is DC still like a popular skate shoe brand?
They're pretty popular. I don't know if because Rob Dyrdek was in charge of them forever, and I don't even know if he's really doing the thing anymore.
Dang, I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, because he would always, even in Robin Big, like he was getting all of his
I remember
shoes from DCs.
I remember him always wearing that stuff, and I remember the big black brand because we
Yeah.
had that at PacSun, and like
Yeah.
I got a shirt in Bryman and I shared it, or I wore it sometimes.
Damn, I'm still trying to find out how much these are. I didn't know who is Virgil to Louis Vuitton.
He's the creative director, so he's the menswear designer.
Damn, I wonder how many other skaters they're gonna put on now. Because if they're gonna make somebody pro, like they might as well have a team. You know what I mean? I don't know because if you're pro for Louis Vuitton, like I don't.
So this guy wasn't like a popular skater before?
I think he was. I honestly never even really heard of him. I don't know who he
Does
even
Louis
skated
Vuitton
for
have
before.
other athletes?
Other athletes other than skate? That's a good question. Probably. I'm
What's
sure.
the point?
What's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah, just to get them to rock their shit. Because they're trying to appeal to skaters now, just because skating's like a big thing now.
It's a
It's
big
coming
thing
to the
now.
Olympics. and
Really?
Yeah. Well, if the Olympics is gonna fucking happen.
What's skating been like during quarantine?
Great.
Yeah, like you can just go and skate.
Yep. Yeah, they tried to lock down Oakland for a little bit, but
Skateboarders weren't having
no.
that shit.
And like you don't want to skate it. You don't want us skating in the streets, so give us our fucking skate park. So like having all that free time, yeah, I got way better, honestly. I've been
That's
skating
what's
a
up.
lot. Probably gonna skate tomorrow. Go to River Rat Skate Shop. Shout out Lawrence, Kansas. Yeah, man. Now what?
That's all my questions.
Actually, I don't know. I'm kind of faded. Let's see here. Are you wanting to work on your own brand? Ever in life?
I think I would do more so like create pieces here and there. No, I don't think I would be interested in
Yeah.
trying to make a profit off of it. Then I think it becomes something so much different than like a passion project per se, when you're like really relying on it for income. But like I'll think of or create like a piece here or there, and then it's just like, okay, like let's let this one be great, and
Yeah, it'd be cool
we'll
to
wait
be
till
like.
the next time the inspiration pops up for something else.
Yeah. It'd be cool to be like your own like your own thing that everybody just wants to collab with, so you don't have to have like all of the pressure of having your own brand and being your own shit and pushing this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you have your own thing and people want part of that, so they come to you for it.
Yeah, I think things like Instagram and Etsy have like really changed the possibilities for designers on things like that. Like I saw it made it on like some big blog the other day. Someone who just had one really cool piece, and now they're like all over the internet because of it.
That's what's awesome about that shit now, man.
You know what it was? I couldn't remember. It was a like a plastic mask to like cover your face for COVID, but they put like a little Nike swoosh on it, and it was transparent, and like you absolutely could not breathe through it, but it had like this really cool like pastel stitching, and it looked dope, but
Damn.
you couldn't breathe through it, and so it was kind of just for a photo type thing.
Yeah.
And then the designer was like, For anybody that wants me to, I'll take a video of me wearing my mask and breathing in it for 30 seconds if you don't believe I can breathe in it.
You could probably make them breathable though. If you got shocked, you're like, oh shit, you wake up and you're viral. Like, you got some shit to do.
You know what? That's a really good way of thinking about it. Maybe they are. They should be.
Because if they didn't have a following before, or if that was their first one, they're probably shit in the bed. Fuck.
They didn't have a following. I went to their Instagram and it was just some young kid, not a young kid, probably 18 or 19, but they were just living their life and put up this one thing that just took off. No, good.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome that kids can be doing that shit. Even if you do flop, you're still probably gonna make some money off of something,
Or it could just be an amazing talking point in interviews or on your cover letter or something, Just some sort of credibility. Someone wanted something I did once,
Yeah, just on your resume. How has having a new pup changed your life?
The puppy. Man, it's changed my life a lot. He's a handful.
Hell yeah. Having a puppy it's so much better, man. You see how good Primo is. I would lock him up and he would get the fuck out any way he could, chew out, scratch out. Yeah.
Yeah, I brought him to Topeka with me for 3 weeks, and my mom has 2 English setters, and he's a 5-month-old German Shepherd. So it's just a very different, very stark contrast between those 2 breeds of dogs. Her dogs go on point at a fly, and my dog will just follow me everywhere. And but they call him Brutus because you can't trap him anywhere. She's every time we try and shut the doggy door, he still gets in because
he's just. I think it is that separation anxiety too.
It's
they want to be with you. And, yeah, man, they'll fucking. Primo's eaten every bed I've ever bought him. He chewed out of his. He had a big metal crate thing, kennel, and he chewed out of it assholes.
Yeah, they say dogs are expensive, and it's partly because all of the things that they've ruined.
My fucking clothes, I had at least 5 pairs of shoes, man.
Oh, no.
Remotes.
We've had a few remotes, but one thing we did, my fiance and I, when we got the puppy, is we bought plastic shoe boxes for all of our shoes, and we've got
a good idea.
Fucking shit ton of shoes. We love our shoes.
Just gotta dedicate a whole room for them.
They stack really nicely in your closet, but I think that was a must. Otherwise, he was just walking around and he'd grab my gym shoe, and it's actually really cute, but
yeah,
we can't be having all that.
Yeah, and you can't give him an old shoe, because then he'll learn that I can kill any shoe.
I think we let him chase he really liked shoelaces when he was tiny.
Oh man, yeah.
And so we kind of let him chase our feet, and then
he's cute.
Boom, baby tiger.
Baby tiger.
Not cute anymore.
Already big as fuck, huh? Is he gonna be giant or?
Hard to know.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of different types of German Shepherds too. He looks like he's gonna be giant though.
Neither of his parents were that huge at all. But every shepherd owner I see is he's going to be huge, and he is growing very quickly.
Yeah. I guess you can tell on his paws or something, but he's got big old stupid floppy paws.
His little arms and paws are like tree stumps.
Is he all uncoordinated?
He's getting a little better. He's been wrestling with my mom's dogs, so he's full on tackling them now. So he's standing his ground a little bit more.
That's good, yeah. Primo loves to wrestle.
It's really funny. He makes really funny noises too.
Yeah, I can just kind of be like, oh, and Primo will he'll do it super hard.
I love it.
It's cute as fuck.
Mine will howl at the at fire trucks.
Oh yeah.
It's great. Unless you're in an Uber pet, then it's just.
Oh damn.
Then you're laughing your ass off trying to shh, but it's honestly really cute.
Yeah, just let them do it. You'll probably never see that person ever again.
We were in one Uber pool. And the dog was being so good. We were going back and forth from the suburbs to the city. And our dog was being so good. And we were just talking to the driver about pets and whatever. It was a 50-minute drive. And then somehow we mentioned like, yeah, he'll jump up on us sometimes, and he's like, you know what you got to do? You got to kick him in the stomach or a little lower. It's
So
like,
bad.
sir, are you telling me to kick my dog
Or
in his
just tell him
tiny
no.
balls?
You could just tell him no.
Yeah, what, like I was like, sir.
Yeah.
But that was so inappropriate for him
Excuse
to say.
me, sir. Who are you?
I think I just laughed. Of course, I didn't say shit.
Yeah, laugh it off.
But he said that in front of my dog? Come on.
You, sir, are an abuser.
I kind of wanted to go Karen on him. He was also white. But like write a complaint to Uber, be like, he told me to kick my dog and his tiny fuzzy.
Like, you remind me of my wife.
Oh my god.
Tell us a story about when your U-Haul got robbed.
Oh my god. Why?
Because it's fucking nuts. And Topeka shit.
Okay. Well, I had all my shit packed up in a U-Haul. Pretty much all my shit packed up in a U-Haul before I was gonna drive to Chicago. And we're like loading it up, and my stepdad is like, hopefully no one's like watching us, gonna take this shit tonight while we're sleeping. So we're gonna sleep for like 3 hours and then go in the morning. And I was like, who would want all this shit? But yeah, then I woke up the next day. I stayed up so late writing a paper, which for a class I ended up failing because I turned in that paper like 5 minutes late and they didn't take it.
Damn.
That was some fuck
How'd
shit.
you?
On top of an already shitty ass day. But yeah, stayed up so late writing that paper. And then I get up in the morning, my mom's like, don't look outside. And I was like, what? And she's like, your U-Haul's gone. I'm like,
Fuck,
no
man.
fucking way.
Fucking stomach drop.
I was just kind of like,
Still kind of
just kind
out
of
of
like
it and shit.
blank, like kind of like surely something is gonna pop up, you know?
Yeah.
Like and then so we're just like pacing back around and shit, and my mom takes her car to go somewhere, and I had my car was like in the shop, or I was trying to sell it or something, and I'm like, all right, Bryman, let's go. And I grab a bat, and he starts laughing, and I turn around thinking he's like laughing at me because I was holding a bat. He's holding a fucking steak knife. Like, we're gonna go drive around Topeka and try and find these fucking hillbillies and stole my shit. A bat and a steak knife. So he was on some psycho shit.
That's fucked up, man.
But yeah, we drove around, didn't find shit, and then a couple hours later, the Topeka Police Department called us and said like, we found your U-Haul, come get it. And I'm like, okay, is there anything in it? They're like, come get your U-Haul. And so we go, and there's absolutely not a single thing in it. The only thing is one picture of me like very lovingly looking up at my fiance, an old picture from like 2009, sitting in the middle of
That
it,
cuts
face
deep.
up. So weird. I think
Cuts
it probably fell off like a cork board or something I had, but
I
like
think so. What they did on what they're that psycho, they did it on purpose.
That's like some true
It's
detective
like,
shit.
fuck these people.
But
They look happy.
I think lying it in the middle of the front face up was probably intentional, but I think it just fell off the thing. But yeah, so nothing was in there. I don't know what I did the rest of the day. Some of my friends like were very kind and created a GoFundMe and raised a decent amount of money, which was like the nicest thing anyone had ever done for me at the time. I think like when I saw I had one donation, I was like, oh my god, I was so touched, like just beyond.
It's a terrible thing, man. Especially because you're gonna start a new life. Like,
man, I used to say
take that shit from you.
Because worse things have happened to me since, but like if this is the worst thing that ever happens to me, then I'll be really lucky. But for real, it's like, damn, I wasn't like assaulted or something horrible. One of my loved ones wasn't hurt. It's just all my shit. So it humbled me in a lot of ways. But yeah, I came to Chicago the next day. I slept on the floor the first night.
But you knew you had shit coming.
Well, we had to go get shit.
Or how long did it take the GoFundMe to like kick in what you really needed?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe like less than a week or so. And I had a little money saved. My mom and my grandparents, of course, helped me out a little bit. Not like a lot, but I'm lucky I had anyone help me at all, Yeah. Because that's definitely some privilege right there. But yeah, so I got like a bed the next day. But like my dresser with all my like pajamas and shit didn't get stolen, or any of my jewelry or my laptop.
That's
but then
good.
Yeah, like 6 months later, after living in Chicago, someone broke into my apartment and all they took was my jewelry and my laptop.
Oh my god, dude, what the fuck?
But
Same dude finishing the job, kept another picture of you, figured where you
what the
live.
fuck? I've never thought of it that way. No, I think it was probably just like different city, different,
Yeah, definitely.
different,
People
desperate.
Everybody's fucked up, man.
crackhead.
Just fucked up people everywhere, man.
I mean, that's like really mean to do, honestly. Like, I really just would like to know the type of people that they were. Like, was this
Yeah.
out of desperation?
True.
Was this a habit?
True.
But
Is it drug induced?
I mean, I feel like it was, but damn, I'll never fucking know.
Most likely.
But when
If I did it, I'd be induced on drugs.
you would have to be, right?
Right?
But my mom stayed in Chicago for like 4 or 5 days and like helped me get some like plates and a bed and some shit.
Your mom's a G, man.
She does the most for us. She's amazing. But like as soon as she left, I pulled up Craigslist and I found, because I was like, let me see if any of my shit's on Craigslist, you know.
Good
And
idea.
I was mostly like pretty peeved about like all my clothes being gone, or
Yeah.
there was a
Your whole drip, man.
right. I have better drip now. I buy much more intentionally. But there was like a necklace that my mom had made me that had like the diamond from her wedding ring with my father, who's since passed. So it's like, yeah, I'd like to have that,
Yeah.
fuckers. But I got on Craigslist and like immediately found my coffee table that was brand new in box with like they took a picture of the box that had my name and address on it.
People are fucking bold, dude. That's idiot. That's how you know that's tweaker shit. Like, you're that dumb. Like, the fuck? You're not thinking right.
But yeah, so my mom like put the phone number at some like pay $4.99 and get a reverse phone number lookup website and traced it to a block away from her house where I was living at the time.
Damn.
So she went over there and because they had a garage sale like a few days later, but it was none of my shit.
Damn, they
But
had
she like talked
Chop
to me.
shop for stolen goodies.
But they really did though, because I came home like maybe a month later and they had all these moving boxes outside that like had writing on them like kitchen, dining room, whatever. Not my boxes. And then they
Yeah.
have like a whole pop-up tent in the backyard and my mom could see a light shining in and then like moving things through it. So she did call and report it to the police that, you know, these things were connected, and they went and searched and they didn't find any of my things. So they couldn't.
Fuck.
The only thing they found was the coffee table. So they did take the coffee table, but the police had to keep it because it was evidence. So I never even
Fuck,
got
dude.
that one back.
Like, that happens a lot, dude.
Oh my god.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah, that was fucked. But yeah, and then my mom went over there at that garage sale and was like, "Did you guys rob my daughter?" Basically.
Karen them.
And they
in
were
a
like,
good way.
I mean, shit. She's like the fucking Batman out here, the vigilante of Topeka.
Man, like, I do need to tell you that story though, because it is funny. We were being hoodlums, me, Sean, and Bryman, and she like, I swear
If
she
it involves physical assault, you shouldn't tell the story.
Well, you know, it did, and I'm going to. Well, I mean, you know, we're basically her kids anyway, so she was just giving us a panking. Nah, she was just pissed off at Bryman, like, cause he was just always fucking up, and like, we weren't helping him, like at the time, like we're kind of fucking up too, and then she comes out and just starts swinging on all of us.
Well,
Just
you have to
pissed.
give a little bit more to the story than that.
All right, well,
What were you guys doing?
we were smoking pot, guys,
Oh my fucking god.
doing the most bad thing ever.
And my mom's thing about pot is that she's just like, it's illegal, so you shouldn't be doing it. She's not like, pot makes you lazy, or like, she doesn't say any of
Yeah.
that stuff. She's just like, it's illegal, you're gonna get in trouble, so don't do it. That's
Yeah.
her thing.
Yeah, and we were outside smoking. But the weird thing is that she said somebody called her because the house that Sean was living at.
It was like my ex-stepdad's house or something.
Yeah, but who would call her if it's just them living there? I swear she was on some fucking private eye shit.
She probably drove by.
She was yeah, she was, dude, because she knew Bryman was fucking up, caught us lacking. She G'd us. She G-checked us.
I was smoking a big cigar on like my 18th birthday on our front porch, and with one of my girlfriends, and she came out with a cup of water and just threw it at us. But like she knew we were gonna do it. She was fucking laughing. It was funny.
Have you had any complications with other people being in a diverse relationship, especially now, and how has it opened your eyes to black people's struggles?
That's a multi-part question there. I think for me, people have treated us generally very kindly, and like people just say that we're a beautiful couple and, you know, are very complimentary generally, but I've had like a few people say some sneak shit, or, you know, maybe he has too, I'm not sure, but a lot of what we experience is prolonged staring. And it's just like, do you think you know us? Like, are you admiring us because we're a beautiful couple? Or like, do you have some shit to say? Like, because at a certain point it's like, all right, like what the fuck are you looking at us for, you know?
Yeah, that's got to get your blood boiling, man.
It does. And like my fiance is so nice.
Yeah.
So he's not going to say shit. And I'm like, and this is something we've talked about before, is that like I can have an attitude to the cops and be like, yeah, why are you pulling me over?
Yeah.
And like he can't
be
a little smart ass like that.
Going.
No. So like it's changed my perspective on a lot of things, like especially as a girl who smokes weed. It's so different than like a black guy that smokes weed, or a black girl or any other minority. It's so different. Like for someone like myself, it's just like, yeah, I'm quirky or what the fuck ever, you know. But like other people are treated like criminals for it, and it's fucked up and wrong. So he's brought my attention to a lot of things like that, and I try and be aware and like continually growing and learning for sure, because I've got a lot left to do. But
definitely, man.
I really definitely try.
All you can do is all you can do, really. Like,
be open to learning.
Yeah, I know you got a good heart and shit, and I know like he's teaching you a lot, because my dad's half black, and my mom, I know he's taught her a lot of stuff, like, so.
Yeah, it's a lot, and I mean, it's more than I think one person will ever be able to tell, or I'll be able to observe. But
you'll never be able to feel that feeling. Like,
no,
ever.
But luckily, like we have some really good conversations on things like that, and we're both very up to date on the news and what's going on in society, the current fucking revolution that we're going through, which is amazing and long overdue.
That's mostly why I asked, just because like it's a lot of tension right now, and it's just like it's good that people have that open mind about it and are willing to change and are willing to learn. And it's not like what you learned growing up or whatever, not just you but everybody growing up isn't even like isn't the real thing. Like people want to keep what they've learned, and they're scared to change.
Yeah. Well, and it's like what your parents taught you doesn't really matter, because you're grown now. So do your research, get educated, make your own decisions. Not always right. Like,
we're adults and we're always learning. Like, if I had a kid right now and I told him some shit, I'd probably look back 2 years and be like, oh, sorry, like I was wrong.
Yeah, and I think it's really important to be able to say you were wrong about stuff. And I think it sucks. Everything is so tense right now. I think we just get frustrated with each other for not understanding what we're trying to say. Or I say we get frustrated to each other. Like for something like defund the police is what I'm specifically thinking about, is like I get frustrated that people are like, we need police, and it's like, okay, no one fucking said we don't.
Yeah.
Well, some people, but it's just like we're saying reallocate the resources, motherfucker. Like, damn, like you're still gonna have 911. Like, relax. But it's just frustrating. We're like, just fucking listen to what we're saying. We told you 20 times that Black Lives Matter doesn't mean all lives don't matter. Just listen to that instead of trying to say.
People live in this shit. Like, why would you not listen to the people live in this shit? They're actually living it, and like, how the fuck can you tell them anything? You know what I mean? Like, people are really dying. People are really. And that's why I asked you that question, because I'm sure, like, even if it's a little minor, like just a stare or something, that's something you have to deal with that other people don't. So it's like,
yeah, but that's like such a minor thing,
and that's
in comparison
what I'm saying.
to
like,
what my
and that's
partner
how
goes
deep
through,
it
you know?
goes.
Yeah.
And it's just fucking whack, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely taught me, like, maybe he doesn't have the privilege to be as outspoken as he wants to or needs to be at times, because he is scared of how it could be perceived, you know, when people of authority are being violent towards them, you know? So it's like I feel generally empowered or emboldened too, and it's so, in doing so, it's important for me to like be very vocal with supporting the cause, you know, and say Black Lives Matter many times as I need to until people know it, because for some reason it means more coming from someone like me.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, man, and that's what's dumb. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, you need to believe the people that are actually living it. Like the people that tell stories, like the grandparents tell stories about them escaping a lynching and shit, and like.
Yeah, it's like that's not enough for you, or
right,
what? Like,
that's what I'm saying. That wasn't that long ago.
No, it wasn't. And it's so crazy. Like in Chicago, like you don't really see like Trump shit. Like people aren't really Trump supporters there. Like we're generally a very democratic or liberal state and city, definitely. But like you don't see that, and then you come here and I'm like, whoa. Like I saw I was at a gas station, like not in Topeka, but like around here, and I saw a Black Lives Matter shirt, and I was like, no fucking way. And it was like this white girl, this white guy, the guy had a beard, and I just thought that's not the type of people that I would think would wear that. And they came out of the quick shop and it said Biker Lives Matter. And I was like, no fucking way, fuck these people.
Right, that's
like you are what I thought you
that's
were.
Also the same type of shit with the MAGA hat, because people make their custom hats and it'll like be like gotcha or some shit.
Yeah, I feel like don't wear those. We need to be able to identify like if you're a piece of shit or not, you know?
That's a fucking troll, yeah.
But yeah, you don't see fucking Trump shit in Chicago, but you come here and it's like people have those signs in their front yards, and I'm like, oh my god.
Flags and bumper stickers. I seen this chick trumped out. It was an old lady, not a chick, but she was an old. I don't know. She was hella old. Just so like 10 stickers on her car. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's like a kick me sign.
Oh man, I've learned recently, like some of my friends' parents who I actually respect like Trump, and that just really blew me.
That'll kill a relationship fast, man.
They said not. I was like, so today's the day I get to talk to them about it, because I was seeing them and she was like, don't mention it. And I'm like, can I? And she said no, so I didn't. He is going through chemotherapy, so I thought I should take it easy on him, you know.
It's also weird because they're the type of people that don't want to comprehend, and I don't know if it's that they can't. Because of that learned shit that they have held on so strong, or it's just like because a lot of the people that are Trumpers, they don't benefit from the shit that Trump's doing.
Well, and
they're like a lot of them are poor people, but
he's done so many things, so it's not even like if you're not understanding like specific objective details about something. Or like you think certain things he does are just fine. Like you're like something that comes to mind is like the Central Park 5 back in Brooklyn in like the 80s or something, were accused of like raping and murdering a young girl.
Yeah.
And it was 5 black guys.
What was the show on Netflix? Have you seen the show?
Oh no, because
When They See Us.
I need to see it.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
I'm
the
sure
acting,
it'll probably break my heart.
Oh, it's incredible acting.
But Trump was like the governor, or no, he's never been in politics. He was doing some whatever the fuck he did in New York then. He took out a full-page ad calling for the death sentence of these young men.
Yeah.
And then he's never apologized
I think that's been,
for that.
I think
He's
that's
never
in the
gone
documentary.
back on that. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
like, objectively, Trump is a piece of shit. Always has been one.
And that's what's crazy. Like, that's why I gotta stay off Facebook, dude. Like, I was cussing this fat bitch out earlier. Like, no offense to that, but that's how it makes me feel, and I'm pissed that it makes me that angry.
And I know society's beating your head that fat is the enemy. So, okay, continue.
No, I'm sure that if I was talking to her face to face like this, it would be civil, but just something about Facebook, it makes me feel that way about her. You know what I mean? It's like, and like the fact that she can make anybody, not even her, she was, though, making just blanket statements about shit. And no matter what you tell her, she's gonna talk about something that, you know, has nothing to do with how you responded to it.
Sure. Some of those people need like a bullet point list.
But like you wanna educate somebody, but they're gonna just do that, and like I don't know how you're supposed to educate somebody like that.
Well, I
you're
don't
just
think
ignoring
that
it.
has anything to do with her being overweight, Eli.
I know.
But
That's what I said, though. I don't really feel that way, but it makes me
Okay.
want to feel that way because it's that way.
well, it's good you can check yourself for
No,
that.
that's comedy.
Um,
I'm not that mean, y'all.
but I a lot of times will like type something out on Facebook and be like, no, like honestly, I cannot give these dumb motherfuckers my bandwidth. Or
Just gotta do it sometimes, though.
sometimes, yeah, or like on Instagram, I'll type something, not to be like a fucking troll, but like someone said something about, oh, I hate when people use the word retarded.
Yeah.
Mentally retarded.
Yeah.
Hate when people use that as an insult. And I saw some meme page that usually has really funny memes, and they said something about that being synonymous with autism, and I'm like, that's not the same thing.
It's just
either.
Lowbrow comedy. It's
right.
Not,
it's
not,
just really. It is very lowbrow.
It's
So I might
stupid.
comment and be like, autism and like mental retardation are not the same thing. And I don't know if that's the correct term for it either. So my apologies if not.
Yeah,
But they're not the same thing,
know
and
nowadays.
neither are a fucking punchline. That's fucking dumb. Think of something actually funny.
yeah, I know, right? It's not funny. That's what sucks about it. Like,
I will snap on a bitch about a rape joke. I never fucking laugh at that shit.
yeah. Yeah, I feel that, man. It's not fucking tight.
You know, I was, I think I saw you shared that you were on a podcast the other week called The Raw District. Is that right?
Mhm.
And so I went to their page. I was just like scrolling through, and I clicked on one, and it's like the subject said, "Would you fuck an alien?" So I was like, I have to listen to this one.
Yeah.
And I think the consensus was yes. But one of them said like he has never seen a woman that he thinks looks smart, and so I was like, okay, this is fucking stupid. But
What? Who said that?
I don't know. But I just was watching to see if they
That's
would fuck an
stupid.
alien, and it seemed like they would.
Yeah. I know Andrew's always into that shit. He's trying to fuck
What?
an alien. Trying to fuck an alien. He's trying to be a cyborg.
Like a avatar or an alien? Or avatars
and that's
aliens?
the thing, like
Avatars are aliens.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, you don't know what an alien would look like, really. Like, if it's like a weird little green alien, like,
tits and an ass and a pussy, I'd fuck her.
so you'd fuck anything walking.
But I was picturing it as an avatar, and I believe in that movie, two of them make love, don't they?
Yeah, yeah.
That's,
What
see,
a dude?
who asked for that?
A human though, so that's kind of the
He
same
was
thing.
like
He was a
fucking
human.
avatar body.
Yeah.
That's
So
like
maybe
kind of
if
weird.
I have an
right?
avatar wang, like, because they're like 10 foot tall, so I don't know if I could handle all that.
I wanted. They should have gone into more specifics like this.
Yeah. But that's how it is, like that's why I like this podcast, because it's just like we're chilling. But they're like on camera and like have a time limit. And
That would be hard.
yeah. Yeah, I sat on a few couch guests. I was a couch guest on a few of theirs. It's been cool. They have a few pretty cool guests on there.
Always like pretty similar subject matter.
Not even. I mean, there was a rapper, and then I don't know if you know Cedric Vincent. He flips homes. He's a black entrepreneur. I mentioned him in my other podcast, but yeah, he's been making a lot of money. So he talks about like just the real estate market and like how he uses himself like to be a closer. You know, like closes deals.
Here?
No, he goes. He lives in KC, but he flips them everywhere. Like he has like a list of people that do shit for him. So he'll like call. I don't know. You gotta watch the episode. It's pretty fucking good.
That sounds interesting.
He makes a lot of money doing it. So
yeah, that sounds really interesting.
yeah, it's good. Yeah, man. I really don't have too much more for you. You got anything? Where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Mara Willie.
Mara Willie.
On Twitter at Mara Willie. Both are protected. Probably won't accept you. But
Hell
because
yeah.
I think about what if the people that stole my trailer, like, what if they follow me?
That's how they're getting to you every time.
No,
Oh,
but I
shit.
think, damn, what if there are some creepos out there that are just like, let me follow her, and I don't know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's weirdies out there, so I try not to accept unless I know ya.
My shit used to be private, but I'm trying to be like an artist or something, so it's
Gotta
better.
be public.
Yeah.
Gotta be open to the creepies.
You know, I wish I didn't really have too many social medias, but you know.
Facebook is the worst of them, to be clear.
Yeah.
That's because Facebook is only people you know.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's fucking whack. But, all right, y'all. Red Room Live, episode 4. Peace.
Peace.